this is a big signing, Chuck. I know numbers doesn't show you everything, but he played Division One baseball. He played 7 years in the minors, a lot of games, a lot of time in AAA.
He gets one high in the air. Left field. This one's got a chance. And let's go on a cowhide. Joyride. Sound the horn. The RailCats clear the yard.
Hello, RailCats fans, and welcome back to RailCats Talk Podcast. He's Chuck Polaric. I'm Kyle Svedich. I'm back from vacation. Chuck has a blurry background because he doesn't want the window showing in the background because he is on vacation, and as he is dedicated to the podcast, unlike I am, maybe because I have the recording equipment at home and not in Vegas. He is recording from, where are you at, Chuck?
I am in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Okay. Tennessee. So he's loving. Is the weather good down there?
It was in the mid 80s today.
Nice, because I was dealing with the nice, beautiful 85 to 90s in Vegas. Nothing but sunshine.
Yeah.
I
want to clarify for tax purposes. This is not a vacation. This is actually, I had to travel for a photo shoot for OnDeck Tees. And so, that's what this is. Just to clarify for any IRS members that might be listening.
I don't think they're concerned about your shootings of OnDeck Tees. It being tax purposes.
Just had a photo shoot. Me, my phone in the middle of a nice little river, and my shirt sitting on a rock. So the photo shoot today was successful. In order to stay here in the hotel for the next 6 nights, I'm going to have to post 6 more pictures. So,
well, Chuck, I know you just started your vacation, but my bad. Your photo shoot for tax purposes is not a vacation, which I don't understand why you don't just classify as vacation. But see, Chuck, I had my vacation,
business.
and so I just got a couple things to take away from Vegas. All right.
Okay.
My thought process of Vegas was probably a lot more what like Fremont Street is now. We didn't go in front down Fremont Street because I didn't want to take Logan down there because that's where all the crazy people are. I was surprised at how many families were in Vegas, like how many strollers and all that. So it was just more built up that way. I was kind of surprised by. I was surprised at more of people trying to sell you things than I was seeing like women walk around trying to sell you things, if that makes sense for a family friendly show. But it was really good. We had a really good time. We walked everywhere. Went to a Vegas Golden Knights game. The Blackhawks played, and they played like absolute trash cans. But the stadium was cool. So you walk into T-Mobile Arena, and they have like little stage set up, and a kid got on there. He's like, "All right, open up the fortress," and then the goal horn played, and then like above the jumbotron was like the fortress is opening. So like that part of it was really cool. Like they had a lot going on. Highly recommend if you ever go to Vegas and you have the money, don't gamble it. Go to Hell's Kitchen. Okay, that was the best food I've had in a very long time. We ordered mashed potatoes. They're more of a pureed mashed potato than they were mashed potatoes themselves. The waiter came over to us and was like, so we're still waiting on your side. There was a bit of mix up in the kitchen. I'm like, oh, okay. 5 minutes later, he comes back with carrots that were really good. And then he goes, yeah, the chef threw out the batch of potatoes because it wasn't up to his standard. I have never had that in my life. And I will tell you this much, Chuck. My wife ordered a side of potatoes as well, but hers came on a little bit smaller. It kind of came with her meal, and I ordered as a side specifically. She had 2 bites of it. Logan had the rest. He never slept 10 hours before, and he slept 10 hours that night because he was so full of mashed potatoes and didn't wake up once. I said I was super full, and my wife went to the bathroom, and I continued to have 10 more bites of the potatoes. Those were the best things I ever had in my life. And then got free dessert. So if you ever go, in the free dessert is their it's a sticky toffee pudding. So just say it's like your birthday. it had ice cream on it, I fell in love. That just experience was really good. It was just a good time. Vegas was really fun. Good food, good drinks. Um, but yeah, Hell's Kitchen is a must. If you go, you have to go to Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen because that thing was so
Interesting.
good. Oh yeah, it was
Well,
great.
and I was going to say that, I come down here for the photo shoot in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And, I didn't realize how many things there are to do down here.
Yeah.
And if you are a fan of go-karting, I have never seen so many go-kart tracks that are random heights. And even these go-kart, uh, what do you want to call roller coasters, where you sit in a go-kart type thing and you have these levers and you go down the hill and all that stuff in this little go-kart and you race, your partner down the hill, controlling how fast it goes. So yeah, definitely cool stuff here, but so much food.
Oh.
And I am, have to eat
Oh yeah, you have to eat. Yeah.
per tax requirements on this business trip. And so, throughout my business meals that I've been having with random customers,
Yes.
yeah. So also suggest if you ever want to have a cheap business photo shoot, this is the place to go.
Okay, that's good to know. Cheap photo shoot. Go to Pigeon Forge in Tennessee. Okay, just for
Yes,
tax purposes though.
for tax
Yeah,
purposes.
you're not going for vacation, just tax purposes. Got it. Awesome.
Tax purposes.
All right.
That's
Well,
right. And wearing the OnDeck T-shirt.
on the deck teacher. Yes.
Yeah, that's my uniform.
Well, Chuck. It always seems that the RailCats like to do this to me.
The moment we are busy with something, they decide they want
yeah,
to.
the moment that we're gonna have endless amounts of signings, and then you know what, you're in Vegas, right? And they're gonna drop the promotion schedule. So I'm like going through my phone real quick, like, oh, what's going on here? Like, look, guys, come on, can you give me a break? Can you at least like?
Yeah, you send me. I see the email and I'm clicking, trying to figure out why when I'm on the website and I click on promotion schedule, it comes up with nothing. And I'm trying to view it, and you're like, "Did you see this?" I'm like, dude, give me a chance to read it first, and then I find out you're on vacation checking out the promo schedule. I'm like, dude, you are on vacation.
Tax
It
purposes.
should be the least of what you're trying to do. And you're like, well, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning here, and we had nothing else to do for a while, so come on,
yeah,
man.
it's a 2 hour difference. The baby just woke up. It's noon at home. It's 10 o'clock there. The baby just wakes up. I'm in bed half asleep going, all right, what are we doing for the day? I don't know. And I'm just scrolling on my phone. My wife's using the bathroom, taking care of the baby. And I'm just sitting there. So like I had nothing better to do at that point. Oh, also got this tattoo.
Oh, geez, Pete's.
Yeah, I got a tattoo as well. So,
oh man,
I forgot I got that. Yeah.
So the way that our conversation went on the promo schedule was I said, all right. It seems like they went with quality over quantity for the giveaways. But then I got into the theme nights and all of the stuff going on. And I was like, wow.
All right.
They hit a home run.
So let's just go ahead. I was gonna ask you next if we go with the players or we go with the promotion schedule, and I think
we got to go with promotion.
We're gonna have to go with the promotion.
I'm super excited about promotion.
Okay, so we'll talk about the promotion schedules and then we'll speed through the players, or if it gets pushed to the next week, it gets pushed to the next week because you're on a tax break or tax purposes photo shoot, so I don't want to take up all your time.
You know what?
So
it's dark out. We've already done all of our nighttime photo shooting.
Well, you never know. You might want to do some midnight moonlight. So
right.
But this is the 9 giveaways. So May 22nd is the home opener. You got the magnetic schedule. The 23rd is dog bandanas. The 29th, this one's interesting. The team photo. The reason I say that is because probably by the end of the year, the roster's going to be so changed.
Right.
That some of those people aren't going to be on this. Also, I was a little surprised that they put the team photo so early on, but I get it.
Yeah, but last time we had the team photo was taken at the very beginning of the season, and we had couple players that hadn't arrived yet, so they weren't on the team photo.
I guess I don't remember the
So
team photo last year because
yeah, that's pretty normal for it to be
okay.
so early.
The 22nd of June is Father's Day hat. The 27th is the RailCats Hawaiian shirt. They're finally bringing back in July 31st is the replica jersey. Like that's just a mainstay.
They skipped. We went 24. We
Yeah,
skipped your favorite
yeah,
number,
my favorite number, and they skipped it.
5, and then we went to 26. So hey, I'm sorry about your luck.
August 8th is the Tumbler giveaway. August 29th, I have to go back and double check and see. I don't know when the last time they've had a bobblehead. But we're finally getting a Rusty bobblehead. August 29th.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of and appreciate the bobblehead thing. I think that they missed the boat a little bit. It should have been a Tommy bobblehead, but I'm not going to, I mean, hey, I'm not going to complain about it not being perfect, but I do definitely think that this is a jump up from what we did last year.
No, I agree. But going back to the bobblehead, just not having the bobblehead it's just one of those that like you do it this year, you're probably gonna not have any bobble. You're probably gonna have people lining up for the bobblehead. Um,
Hopefully.
so that's just something else that like maybe you look at pushing it forward to you can say a Tommy or whoever, like just kind of keep the flow moving a little bit, even if it's
Right.
throwback players or whatever the case may be. And then September 1st, which is the last home game, I think, of the year, is the team card set. So the team cards giveaway. Um, I like what they're doing this year. I don't know if they have it during the season. I didn't double check, but they do have the 2 school day games during exhibition games this year.
Yeah, that was weird to me, but I liked it. I
I
remember they didn't do anything else for exhibition games, so
No, I like that they're doing it. It's different, and I don't know if that's just a way to. I know you're taking away from the beginning of the year, or taking away 2 games that during the season that makes you quote unquote money. But I think this is a good time for like you always talk about the rustiness of the beginning of the year with the hosting and getting the meals and everything going. Like I think this is a perfect time for them to get that going. So May 5th and May 12th are the 2 school day games. The 12th is a school day game with a drawstring bag giveaway. Then you have the exciting themes and event lines calendar. May 22nd is the home opener. 23rd is Bark in the Park. The 24th of May is Memorial Day celebrations with specialty jerseys presented by Indiana Beach. May 28th is baseball bingo. 29th, which I will be there. I will be lining up the gates and saying, "Let me in," as Pucks and Pitches with Jim Corneliuson is going to be singing the national anthem. So I'm going to be interested to see what they mean by Pucks and Pitches. I know like Jim Corneliuson is doing the national anthem, but I wonder what else they're going to do with that because it doesn't look like there's any quote unquote giveaway with it. But I wouldn't mind like like a baseball puck, something cool like that. I don't know. Then May 30th is going to be the Hoosier Lottery beneficiary. May 31st is the American Beer Fest. June 9th is Snuggling Sluggers Night. Chuck, you want to grab a blanket? We can snuggle up together.
I'm gonna have to make that a hard pass.
These 2 nights are really cool. I wish they would do like a Golden Navy game, but that's fine. We'll go with Purdue and IU. June 10th is Boiler Up Night, which is the Purdue night. Then June 11th is Cream and Crimson Night, which is IU. June 15th is Mixers on the Mound. The 16th is Football Felines. Football spelled Futbol, not normal American football. June 18th is Youth and Senior Day. June 19th is Star Wars Night. June 20th is Touch a Truck Night. I think that'll be interesting. June 21st is Father's Day game. June 29th is Nurses Night Out, and then June 30th is Noche de Gatos. I'm terrible with Spanish, as you can tell.
Night of Cats.
Yep, Night of Cats. There you go. Then this is all in July. The second is Rusty's Rootin' Tootin' Country Night. The third is Kickoff to Independence Day. The fourth is American 20 or 250 celebration. The fifth is Military Appreciation Night. The 17th is Sand and Surf Night with Specialty Jersey, presented by Methodist Hospital. You have Princess and Princess Night, the 18th, Bark in the Park via 2. On the 19th, the 29th is Youth and Senior Day. The 30th is Bogies and Baseballs. And then the 31st is K-Pop Night. So you might want to watch some K-Pop Demon Hunters, so that way you kind of know what's going on. I know like my nieces are all into that. August 2nd is Bikes and Inning. August 7th, we will have special guest from the Indie Ball Report, Indie Ball Nation. Nick and Ryan are going to be going to the Union Night. They've been salivating over Union Night for like past 2 years now. Like Nick made this whole video of waiting for the RailCats to finally put out the promotion schedule. So that I think that's on X. So I think it's under Indie Ball Report that he put that out, or I can't remember which one it was that put it out. But yeah, that's on there. The 9th is Sensory Day with Specialty Jersey presented by Sandra Lee's In-Home Care. The 20th is Reith Riley Night with Specialty Jersey presented by Reith Riley Construction. Hopefully it's not the highlighter with the pavement going through the middle of Jersey. August 26th is Business on the Base Pass. The 27th is Baseball Bingo. The 28th is going to be Dino Night. 29th is Rusty's Birthday Bash, which is the giveaway for the bobblehead. And then the 30th is the breast cancer awareness game with specialty jerseys. And then the third is the last game for the fans for fan appreciation. Your specialty deals, Taco Tuesdays are back. $3 tacos, $5 margaritas. Pierogi Wednesdays are back with $1 pierogies and $5 craft beers. Thirsty Thursdays, $3 domestic beers, $2 hot dogs. Then Fridays is post-game fireworks. Saturdays are pre-game autographs, and post-game run with the bases, and then pre-game catch on the field and post-game run. Kids run the bases. Presented by Big B's Coffee, which is a big new sponsor for the RailCats. It's Big B Coffee. They're supposed to be coming out with a line of coffee with the RailCats, so I'm not sure when that all is supposed to drop. But yeah, that's their new biggest sponsor for them. So yeah, out of all of those, out of all of those, Chuck, what couple nights are you kind of excited for?
Well,
and what are something that you were more impressed with this year than you were last year?
So the first one that I am really excited about was last year. I feel as though the fans got screwed out of this one. But that would be Princess and Pirate Night, because you were supposed to be a princess. So I believe that is going to happen this year. So everybody mark your calendar. July 18th, Kyle is going to take off of work like he told me he was going to do. And he is going to be a princess for Princess and Pirate Night. Really, that's all that's standing out right now is that you're going to be a princess. Other than that, it's great to have the breast cancer awareness game back. That is actually the day before my mom's birthday, who has had breast cancer twice. She is a survivor of, I believe, 40 years now from the first time that she had breast cancer. And so it was kind of a tradition for me to win one of those jerseys and then have the whole team sign it for my mom. And I kind of got shafted out of that last year. And you know what? I want to be honest with you. There's a couple of these. I'm glad that you're going to have a cream and crimson night or a boiler up night. Apparently you can't use the terms of the teams you're referring to, maybe. I don't know. But Of all of these, I too am excited for the pucks and pitches. Um, and I think that probably Rusty's Rootin' Tootin' Country Night could be pretty cool. And then hey, 250 years of the good old American United States of America. The celebration of us uh, trying to make it through the night of keeping all 10 fingers. It would be very interesting to see what the RailCats put off, if it's just the normal outrageously awesome fireworks show that they do, or if it is something that will really blow my mind. So, but that being said, I know that Joe watches this every once in a while. Don't know that he watches all the time, but I'm going to make this comment, Joe, to you directly. This this promotion schedule is awesome. I'm going to say that whoever did this definitely knows what the heck they're doing, and did a fantastic job at it. And I don't know that we got rid of the person from last year, but we probably need to. So
Yeah, I missed one more night, STEM night, August 1st. I forgot that one. I think last year, what I got out of just discussions amongst you and hearing other people, it sounded like they wanted to go above and beyond with the promotion schedule, and there was a lot of things that didn't go their way as far as sponsorships, so they had to backtrack a lot of things. So instead of just filling them with filler nights, they just said, no, we're not going to worry about promotions this year, and maybe we'll turn around next year and dive deeper into it and see what we can do. Not all these nights are presented by someone, um, and I'm okay with that. Like, it doesn't have to be presented by someone. Just have special neat theme nights. I think the Boiler Up and the Cream and Crimson night, I think alumni get a special discount on tickets. So like that stuff perfectly fine with me. If that's what you're gonna do, make it a theme night, do stuff like that. It doesn't nothing not everything has to be sponsored by someone. I get
right.
that like if you're gonna do Star Wars night, you're gonna hire people to go walk around as Vader or as a stormtrooper and take pictures. But like I get that portion of it, but a lot of what brings people into you know MLB partner leagues, minor leagues is the weird, crazy promotions. They're gonna be there for the baseball, but like they like the promotions
Oh,
or a
absolutely.
theme night. Like you get to
We
dress up
love
and
we
go to.
love the promotions. We love the dress up. We love the whole thing. I mean, I seriously, I mean, there's some here that might not be my cup of tea, but I love the idea of
No,
them.
I
So I have to say, you know what? You know, I'm gonna clap for the one that put this together. I believe
I
it was probably from looking at this, I'm going to say it was probably Noel that was in charge of this. And hey, great job.
because I know Andrew Mild put out a post about the team coming together and really making a really good promotion schedule. So I think it was a full team effort. I don't think it was
It
just
was a
one.
team effort. Hey, good
eh,
job for everybody.
But yeah, I this one I feel more comfortable about. Again, I I don't know if it's just because it's getting so close to the season that I don't like how close it is to the season that the promotion schedule's coming out. Um, but again, I get like not having sponsors for certain things. You don't want to put the promotion schedule so far down in advance. Um, but
We're
this would I don't know when a right time or a wrong time to put it out.
talking
Um,
March though. We're at the end of March. Why would that be too early? We have another whole month and a half. Remember, the season started late this year.
well,
We
I,
have a
I
month
know I
and
know that, but there was teams already putting out schedules in October. Like as soon as their schedule is released, the next week after they're putting out a promotion schedule. So like I'm just saying, there's some teams like that are out there that are putting schedules together a lot sooner. So I don't know. Again, it could be the two ends of the spectrum of like, okay, we have to wait until we get all the sponsors in line, or we're just gonna put out a schedule and see if we get any sponsors. I don't know how
right.
that all gonna play itself out. Or it
Let
could
me ask
be
you this. July 31st, replica jersey. Uh, presented by OnDeck Tees. Does that have a ring to it? It sounds like it has a good ring to it to me.
I it could. I mean, yeah, it's seeming like you're ranking in the business, so I can see push
I
out a couple
Yeah,
$100 and
I mean,
Chuck, is there something that you need to tell me that you're not telling me?
I'm just saying, my phone has not rang. And I would answer it and I would have a conversation.
Well, well, maybe we'll see something this year with it.
Maybe.
um,
So yeah, there's our promotion schedule. Lot to look at there.
yep. And then we have it looks like 4 more players signed. So we will start with the first one, and Nate Alexander returns to us. This will be his 3rd season. He's 29 years old. He was drafted by the Marlins in the 24th round out of the University of Texas of San Antonio. Um, Played 2 seasons in the minor, 6 seasons in Indy Paul. Last season with the RailCats, he pitched in 41 games, 3-7 record, ERA of 2.44. Games finished 25, 2 saves, 44.1 innings pitched, 41 hits given up, 15 runs, 12 earned, 2 home runs, 15 walks, hit 5 batters, struck out 48, had a whip of 1.263. Hits per 9 was 8.3. Hit home runs per 9 was 0.4. Walks per 9 was 3. Strikeouts per 9, 9.7, and strikeout to walk ratio is 320. This is what Jeff had to say about Nate. Nate was a fantastic bullpen arm for us this past season. Once he was moved into a setup role, he became almost unhittable. I can't wait to see Nasty Nate compete in the 2026 season. Um,
I think that Nate is a fantastic pitcher. I think there's some kind of quirks to his pitching, which is, when things are cold, he doesn't necessarily do too well. And, we did have him in kind of roles last year where he was a closer. Like the previous year, last year, kind of blew some games that were tight. He is extremely emotional when he's pitching. And really, I get excited about it.
I agree that the closing role may not be the role that he needs to be in. I think there was also plenty of times where he was put in a game where he wasn't the closer. He was, all right, it's the 9th inning. Let's get to the bottom of, let's get to our part of the lineup without giving up a run. And then they started extending him into extra innings where you saw more of the fault. You already started with the runner on second. Like it just that's where a lot of that stuff came into play. So like you see the losses and everything kind of blow up on his portion of it because he was put in a role or in a situation that he probably doesn't want to be in. So now you put him in a setup role where if it's the 8th inning or the 9th inning again, or where the case may be, like, he's not going in there saving the game. He's just giving it to the next person. So if they do have the lead, you can use him for just, or not, if they do need him to pitch 1 inning, that's what he's going to give you. He really shouldn't be extended more than 1 inning. He's going to give you everything that he's got at those 3 outs, and then after that, you shut him down for the rest of the time. You don't put him back in. So I like Nate. I think he just had a daughter as well, if I'm not mistaken, in the off season. But yeah, there's that one. He was signed on the 11th of March. On the 16th, we get the younger brother of Frank Podkul and Nick Podkul. He plays first, second, third. He bats right, throws right. He's 6'1", 28 years old. He's from Munster, Indiana. He was drafted in the 2018 draft to the Toronto Maple Leafs in the 7th round. He played college ball.
Toronto who?
Huh?
Toronto who?
Blue Jays?
You said the Maple Leafs.
Did I say the Maple Leafs?
You did.
Hockey on the mind, buddy. Hockey on the mind. Always on the mind. I always forget that Toronto is a baseball team, even though they made the World Series last year. He played for the University of Notre Dame in college. In high school, he won back-to-back state titles with Andrean and was ranked number 2 shortstop in the state by perfect game. In college, as a freshman, he played 36 games. In his junior year, he was named to the All-ACC second team. His college stats, he played 152 games, 548 bats, 90 runs, 162 hits, 34 doubles, 6 triples, 13 home runs, 71 RBIs, 21 stolen bases, got caught 4 times, walked 74, struck out 100. He slashed a 296, 410, 451, and OPS of 861. He played 7 seasons in the minors. He reached AAA in 2022 with Toronto and in 2023 and 2024 with the Phillies organization. In his minor league stats, he had 422 games played, 1,359 at bats, 207 runs, 315 hits, 62 doubles, 10 triples, 43 home runs, 193 RBIs, 26 stolen bases, caught 7 times, walked 226 times, struck out 387. He slashed a 232, 354, slugged a 387, and an OPS of 741. And then last year he played for Schaumburg in the Frontier League. 31 games played, 112 at bats, 35 runs, 33 hits, 10 doubles, 1 triple, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, walked 20 times, struck out 33, slashed a 295, 426, slugged a 482, and an OPS of 908. This is what Jeff had to say about Nick. Nick is a huge addition for our club. He has spent 7 seasons in the minor leagues, and he was one step away from the big leagues. He has shown gap-to-gap approach and can play any positions we need him to. This is a big signing, Chuck. I know numbers doesn't show you everything, but he played Division 1 baseball. He played 7 years in the minors, a lot of games, a lot of time in AAA. He might have just been aged out. I mean, he goes down to Schaumburg, which is the Frontier League, which is comparable to the American Association, and he bats a 295. When's the last time I know we've had a couple people close to the 300 mark, but when's the last time we've signed someone coming in that's played anywhere else in MLB Partner League that has been close to a 295? Not very much.
You are correct.
He's a local guy. Again, his brother's also playing for the team, but I mean, he has an OPS of 908. So it's not that when he gets hits, he hits for power. And it may not be quote unquote home runs all the time, but out of 33 hits he had 10 doubles.
Is he a left-handed hitter or right-handed?
He's right-handed. So, but being gap-to-gap approach works in his benefit, because if he's looking to take the ball, he's being a gap-to-gap person, he's probably looking to take the ball opposite field in the first place anyways. Right. So that might help us in the long runs. And if he can hit the gaps, I could see his triple spiking. Yeah. So I
think that this is a interesting signing. Definitely something to keep an eye on. I think that I don't know. You never know what you're going to get till they show up. And that's kind of the way that I look at it quite often. But we also don't typically sign a guy that is new to the or that is not new to independent baseball. And so us getting a guy that has been in independent baseball and has proven himself in independent baseball is, to me, that's exciting.
Yeah, and it could be one of those things that, I think the more impressive part for me is that when you get people that aren't used to MLB Partner League baseball or independent baseball, they go from minor leagues, they get cut from minor leagues, they come down, and you just see their numbers just do this. They just drop because of the confidence isn't there. He goes down to Schaumburg and he does nothing but elevate at that point. So I don't think.
Well, I mean, we've seen two different ways. We've seen guys come from Partner League or come from the minors and affiliate ball, and they seems like they're lost, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's essentially, it just seems like they're lost, whether it's defeated or pissed that they're not playing in affiliate ball. or whatever it is, or injuries, right? We get a lot of that. Um, and so, and then the other one is that we get guys that are out of college that have no idea what they're doing when it comes to, you know, independent baseball slash, even affiliate ball, right? So they have no clue. They're as green's going to get. And sure enough, you see them get a hit and get thrown out at 3 different bases in one game, right? So, I mean, to have a guy that has been successful in affiliate ball and then come out and be successful in indie ball really tells me that mentally he is sure of his game.
Yeah. I'm fairly confident with him that we'll. I don't know where he's gonna slot. I have to look at the roster in full. I'm still on vacation mode, even though I gotta go work tomorrow. Where he might slot in as far as the infield, if he's gonna go to short or second, or they might use him at first or third. I don't know where they're gonna put him, but moving on. So we get a returner on March 17th. Joan Valdez was uh, re-signed. I've been lazy and I didn't get his stats all the way down, so I'm just gonna briefly read it from the RailCats website. He's 27 years old. He was a free agent signing of Las Vegas, or not Las Vegas, Los Angeles Dodgers.
Wow, you really are on vacation.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's been rough. He spent 5 years in the minors with the Dodgers. He made his way to Gary for the first season. What was that in 2024, I believe. His he had 126 ERA carried in it. So that's 2023. 2024. He had a 114 ERA. Batting average against was 188 and a WHIP of 1.10 in his first 23 outings. In his 2 seasons with the RailCats, he took the mound 73 games, ERA of 455, 90 strikeouts, 89 innings. He did not pitch last season. This is what Jeff has to say about Valdez. When Valdez comes out of the bullpen, I knew it was going to be a tough inning. He is a competitor who wears his emotion on his sleeves, and for me, that's what gives him the edge against hitters. I had to pause there for a second when the first quote was, I knew it was going to be a tough inning. And I sit there and think about it. I said, he normally gets put in a tough inning situation where bases are loaded or whatever the case may be. So, like, I had to kind of recalculate my brain on that portion of it. So, for those that probably read it.
But, right. But read it again real quick. And I heard something different.
So, this is the first part of the quote is, when Valdez comes out of the bullpen, I knew it was going to be a tough inning.
Right. So, remember, in 2024, Jeff was coaching the Chicago Dogs.
Yes.
So he's saying that when he saw Valdez come out, he knew it was going to be a tough inning for the Chicago Dogs.
I remember that now. Yep. See that. You look at it. You look at one sentence and you take it both 2 different ways.
Yep.
So, but I mean, even at that, he was still put in very tough situations.
Oh yeah.
There was plenty of times where Lamar put him in a bases loaded situation, went out, and he got out of that inning.
Oh, there was quite a bit of time where he was doing great. It just seemed like he was overutilized.
Yes.
So
yeah, and like I said, his competitive edge. He's always emotional on the mound. I love if he strikes someone out. It doesn't matter if they're up 10 runs or down 10 runs. He's gonna strike someone out at the end of the inning. He's gonna be excited about it. Like, that's just what you need.
I wonder why he didn't come back last year. What the story was with that.
I thought he was injured. I thought at the end of 2024 he got injured. I don't know the full retrospect on that portion of it.
Glad that he's coming back.
Yeah. And then J.C. Flowers is a 27-year-old right-hander from Orange Park. He was drafted 2 times. He was drafted in 2016 from Trinity Christian College to the Cincinnati Reds, but went back to school. He played 1 season for Florida State University in 2019. Then he was drafted to the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 4th round. Um, he is listed as a two-way player, but really wasn't until he got to Florida State. Did they or like his third year of playing with Trinity that they put him in um, to more of a pitching role, and then I think once he got into it says after 3 years with Pittsburgh, they transitioned him to full-time pitcher. So in his first 2 seasons with the Pittsburgh systems, he played in 21 games. Let's see. In his minor league career includes 148 games, 29 starts, 4 saves, 319 innings pitched, 306 strikeouts, 173 walks, WHIP of 1.475. He has a fastball that tops out at 93 with a slider that has late life and a changeup. He's known for his ability to throw strikes and attack opposing hitters. This is what Jeff had to say about Flowers. Flowers is an athlete that can pitch. His ability to fill up the strike zone and force opposing hitters to earn their way on is something we look forward in pitchers. I look forward to seeing J.C. take the mound at the Steel Yard very soon. We have a guy that's not gonna probably give up a lot of walks. It doesn't look like. Just kind of looking through his stats here. I mean, in his minor league career, he struck out on 306 batters and only walked 173, and only hit 17 batters out of 319 innings pitched. So one basically every 100, not 100, but you do the math on that one. Close to it. But innings pitched, I mean, that's pretty impressive at that point. Like not being able to hit people, throwing strikes. Again, stats can only show you so much of what he was able to do. When you look at his one last year in AAA, he had an ERA of 11 and a half, and then in AA he had 8.5. Like super inflated. But he didn't start. A lot of it's going to be out of the bullpen. So I don't know if it's going to be one of those that he's going to come out of the bullpen and then maybe work his way back in the starting rotation. I don't know where they're going to utilize him quite yet on that portion of it, but stats are stats, and
it'll be interesting to see what K-Dub can do with him.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we got for this week.
There we go.
So yeah, overall I think they're looking a little better. The signings are. It's gonna be interesting to see how they all wrap those up together. And final out, sponsored by OnDeck Tees. Support the player, wear the gear. Chuck, what is your final out for this week?
Oh man, you know what? I have been extremely busy with T-shirts this past week. I believe that we have sold upwards of 45 T-shirts this week for a business that has been existing all of about 3 weeks. That's pretty huge. And so that just tells me that there's some excited fans out there for baseball, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, it's I'd hate to say look at the calendar and count the days because it feels like it's forever, but we're getting to the point where I feel like we need to have one of those calendars like you have at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm. Advent calendars.
Yeah, advent calendar. And I wouldn't be mad if each piece of candy was in the shape of a baseball or a baseball bat. But we definitely need something to every day be able to check that box or scratch off that day and say one day closer to opening day.
I agree. My final out is March maybe the best sports month? Because if you think about it, you got hockey still going on, they're pushing for the playoffs. NBA still going on. Baseball starting up. You have March Madness for both men's and women's. You have the Frozen Four tournament starting for hockey for college. NASCAR's going on. I don't know when spring football's starting. But there's a lot of sports that go on in March.
You had the Olympics.
You had the Olympics. Well, that was still in February, but the Paralympics ran into March.
That's what I was referring to.
And no, you weren't, but that's fine.
Apparently.
Um,
you World Baseball
yeah, World
Classic.
Baseball Classic. I mean, I know that only happens every 3 years. But congratulations to Little Vienna for winning. So you didn't know that, did you? Did you know that?
I did. I
So
did.
I didn't know that, and I was watching the game, and they're like, yeah, Venezuela. They were talking about like how much
When they were
pastas
facing Italy,
they were facing Italy, yeah, and they were
right?
talking about like how much pasta was eaten per capita, and Venezuela was third in the uh
Whole
whole world. So I was like, oh, I didn't know that in Little Vienna, but
And the population of Venezuelans in Italy is outrageously huge. And I believe there is a huge population of Italians
yes,
that live in Venezuela.
yeah, it's and no wonder why Italy was so good this year, or been so good the past couple years that they play. They got a lot of Venezuelan people playing, you know.
They do actually.
It's pretty impressive. But no, the whole World Baseball. I didn't really get to watch a whole lot of World Baseball Classic because it was on vacation a lot of times, and when I wasn't on vacation, I was working, so like I didn't get to see a lot of it. And it was one of the,
Well,
that's what.
I'm not gonna spoil who won.
What do you mean who won? I know Venezuela won. I said
Oh,
congratulations to Little Vienna. What do you mean?
you just ruined it for everybody.
Ruined it for everyone. It's been a week since it's happened. What do you mean, Chuck?
There's somebody out there listening to the podcast only because for some reason they clicked on the YouTube button on their TV and they can't figure out how to get it to stop playing these videos, right? and and they have the World Baseball Classic recorded on their VHS tape and they're waiting to play it back and you just ruined it for them.
Chuck, I'm sorry, but if you can't figure it out by now, then I'm sorry. It's over. It's not like we just recorded the night of and like I put it out 20 minutes after it happened. It's like been a full week, buddy. Like I'm sorry.
I want to tell you this. I make that joke about an old man on YouTube
Because it's you.
Stop it, right? I'm an IT guy. Okay, I just want to point that out that I am an IT guy. I've been an IT guy for 27 years now. Okay, and I don't go on social media except for X, right? And my X account, I'm all over the place with it. Mentally, I might seem like I'm just not all here. And that's cool, right? But I don't do Facebook, I don't do Instagram, I don't do any of that stuff. And I had a breakdown at dinner I'm gonna say like 4 days ago, because I'm being forced to use Instagram for this OnDeck Tees thing because that's what all the kids are using. And it is so hard for me to use it. And I'm like, why are these things just not very easy for me to see what I need to do? And, finally I gave up after I posted some sort of a story of some sort. Didn't mean to. I put a picture out there, I think, that was on accident. No idea what it was I was doing. Finally, I put the phone down and I was like, you know what? I've asked the kids to help me out with this and do this for me. Nobody wants to help me. Natasha's like, I've offered to help you. But finally, I said, okay. So I started. She goes, you want me to show you how to post something on Instagram? I said, yes, I would like you to show me how to do this. And it showed me we sure do make things really complicated that don't need to be. I mean, nothing should be as complicated as this is for what you get out of it.
I agree. I don't use TikTok. I don't. That's the only one I don't have. I have everything else. I have X. I have Facebook, Instagram, all that. Snapchat, whatever the case may be. Instagram by far is the most difficult one to use. Not only because like you can't post links on your post, but you can put links on your stories, but you can't put too many stickers on your stories, and you can't do this and that, and you can't do and you just go over to X and Facebook and YouTube, and you can do all this random stuff, and you don't have to worry about it. No, Instagram's like, nah, man, you can't do that. Oh, you want to do that? Nah, you can't. Oh, you want to put so like if you link your Facebook and you post a story, I can't link it to the RailCats Talk Facebook, it goes directly to my personal Facebook. But it does. I'm like, how what do you guys are doing? This is just frustrating as
So
all get out.
I had I had Natasha's Facebook account on my phone because I go on there for Marketplace.
Mhm.
I'll go on there to post stuff, and I'm on Instagram and I don't know what it said, but somehow it posted on her Facebook account what I had put on Instagram and then sent an email saying, hey, now your accounts are linked. And then she got an email saying, hey, somebody's linked your account. She's like, I have no idea what's going on. I said, I have no idea what's going on. And she goes, well, somehow I had to go back in and try to figure out how to remove it from being linked because I didn't want it to be linked like that. So, I mean, hey, I got my computer degree in stuff that is relevant to computers still today, but nothing prepared me for this nonsense.
All right, well, enough about Instagram. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I get everyone just loved our Instagram stories. But I hope you have
All three people.
all three people. I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your evening watching this, and go Cats.
Go Kids.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Wrap this one up in green and white.